Welcome back to Cook Brothers Garage, and I'm the brain. I got Pinky out there picking up trash and other things, but I'd like for you to know that in this video that I did get some editing software and stuff, so just ignore them comments in the rest of this video. It's going to be able to edit, put it all together, so it's going to be one long video instead of a bunch of little ones like I anticipated. A friend of mine, he let me know about some software that you don't have to pay a monthly subscription. You can buy it at one time. Actually, it's a pretty decent price, but keep watching this video. We're here at Cook Brothers Garage, and there's Pinky, and of course I'm the brain. She'll be holding the camera for today, and we got an unboxing for you today. The parts from Bro-Tek wheel spacers for my tractor, and a skid plate coming from Canada. Richard at Bro-Tek. Come by UPS, and the box kind of got chewed up, but yeah, it's about like anything getting shipped nowadays. They don't care. But he did a pretty good job boxing up though. There we go. Won't you come closer, Pinky? As you see, he actually packed this pretty good. See, he had this over that plate. This is the skid plate. So he actually packaged it really, really good. Here, I bet is one of the wheel spacers. Hey, I tried to put chains on my Massey Ferguson GC1710tlb with the backhoe and loader, and the chains kept on hitting the controls on that, let's see, the left side. And so you got to have wheel spacers. So I got the 3-inch for the rear, and I think the front was like 1.2 or 1.8 inches. And this is the only place I could find on the entire internet that's got wheel spacers for that tractor that actually are good. The rest you can get that Chinese cheap crap. These from different forms and stuff supposed to be the best forms you can buy, money can buy. And they really ain't cheap, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. As you see, they're made really, really well. This is the front ones. See, machined and even stamped the size. And if you go online to Bro-Tek.com, I believe it is, he's got directions of how to install these in PDF so you can print off. But these are real quality machining. I used to work at a machine shop, so a man knows what he's doing. It's real nice. Here's the pieces. Yep. There's the U-bolts for the skid plate. Lay it aside. Yeah, here's the rear for the tractor. Wheel spacers. He packaged these things great. And here's a 3-inch wheel spacers for the rear. That's what you really want to have on a narrow tractor like that. It definitely helps. Especially chains. Because the chain was hitting on that one side. The other side would be fine, but you don't want 3 chains on your tractor. You want all 4 if you got 4-wheel drive, in my opinion. Some people say you only put chains on the rear, but I like to put them on all 4 wheels. Especially if you do a lot like I do in the mud and stuff, especially how this year started out in Virginia. A bunch of snow, freezing, and mud during the day, and it freezes over at night, so it never really dries up. And plus, you get that ice. Gotta have something to get you going on ice to clean your driveways. You see, smooth, nice machining. Right there, he stamped it. It's real nice. We're worth the money. I think that was $230. I think this is $260 for a skid plate, and I think it's like $120, $180. But I'll look it up, put it in the descriptions in the video later. And then the next video of me installing all this on a little bit warmer day than what it is today. Maybe I'll get my other helper to come help me in Cook Brothers Garage. Try this. The wheel spacers I bought years ago from them for my four-wheeler. I took my four-wheeler apart because the engine blew up. And I took this old tractor put together. I'm going to make a 6x6 little miniature dump truck, but half the project been going on since the first of last year. Off and on, whenever I had the spare time and money. This is a skid plate for a tractor, which really needs one around that transmission. And as you see, Bro-Tek, easy to change out the filter, protects that hydraulic oil filter on the bottom, protects the transmission pan, and you still got the hole to drain it. And it's easy to install, 2 bolts in the back, you got a couple of bolts here, bolt there, you got a bolt here for the front, goes on that cross member underneath the tractor. Oh, man, I'm going to have to plumb up my chimney in this garage so I can burn all this stuff. Have some heat. And you can only do so much, and you only got so much time. Well, I did got enough money to buy me that nice sign. I got it from that sign over there. I got it from Amazon, $160, which I like. This right here, including shipping, the whole thing including shipping was $630. And that was including shipping from Canada. And I ordered it on the 10th. Supposed to got here on the 16th, but you know, with that weather and ice and that snow through the Midwest and up north all the way up to New York, it got delayed, and today's the 18th, so I mean, still pretty good, 2 days late. But there's that U-bolt. I was telling you, go across that cross member, it goes into that. And you can get to install some instructions online. It even says in here, in this paperwork here. Oh yeah, he got a little place up there, him and his brother, I'm guessing. That's why it's called Bro-Tek. Yep, Bro-Tek.com. Visit their website. Keep in mind the shipping has to pass border crossing inspection, so an extra delay do happen is beyond air control. Yeah, I kind of figured that. That's another reason when they said it'd be on the 16th, you know, I figured it'd be a few days late anyways. But, get the camera guy. So you can find the latest install instructions on our website, www.bro-tek.com. So I would highly recommend y'all going there and get your spacers for your tractors. I don't know if he does ATVs anymore. I know he started out a long time ago, but I don't know if they do it anymore. See, I bought this probably 8 years ago. I don't know if it's called Bro-Tek back then neither. But as you can tell, you know this is one of his, because see, he stamps the information in there, and I know it's been used in kind of double, but you still see after all them years it's still that good aluminum and shiny. That one. See, you can tell by how he stamps it, the exact same kind of stamp. And there's right there, and on that there. See, he uses good, heavy, good quality aluminum in his wheel spacers. And that's why I bought it for my ATV at the time. But I guess you could call him up and he's probably special. Do it, special order, because I think he does say he do some special things on his website there. But that's pretty much for today of the unboxing, because it's pretty darn cold. Well, not really if you're up north, but around here southern, it's cold. And Pinky don't like to work in the cold, do you, Pinky?
No.
And it's only really 35 degrees, which I would be out here working. But Pinky, look, she's already trying to leave on me. And my other helper, he had a bad night last night, he's sleeping. I got the cats to help me if I need it. But I got other work to attend to, or that ice and snow. Got my chainsaws out. The chain. So, the ice and snow broke some trees and tree limbs out. So I gotta clean up some mess. That's why I had to postpone the video to put it all together on a warmer day. But this is the brain. And there's Pinky. And you're at Cook Brothers Garage, and we'll talk to you later. That's Pinky, and I'm the brain, back to Cook Brothers Garage. You can tell she's a hard worker. She's playing a game. There's the hardest worker, the cat. But we're here today, getting ready to install the wheel spacers on the tractor, so I can put chains on the rear, and the front will have more room. You can see there. See, barely, just too close for my liking. And on this back here, there's no way that chain's gonna go on there because of that right there. It hits that little bolt every time. So the other side's fine, but need wheel spacers anyways. And underneath here, kind of upside down, but we'll put a guard. That transmission take the Factory one off because it only protects that. I want to protect all of it. So we're going to do that. And since I don't have editing software, just make a bunch of shorter videos and put them up there and number them, I guess. Good thing about having a tractor with hydraulics, you don't have to get the jack out. But don't forget, stick blocks under it. And when I said in the unboxing video, there's the website, Bro-Tek.com. And there's Massey Ferguson, the front, 1.3 inch wheel spacer, $150 for the pair. For the rear, if you want 2 inches, $180. Then $230 for the rear skid plate. And let's see, go down here. And the 3 inch what I got is $220. So it comes up to $630 in shipping and everything. And all you gotta do is click on whatever it is and then go down here to view instructions. When you do that, it pops that up. And they're pretty good instructions. If you don't got a laptop like I do and take it out with you, you can print them off or either download them on your phone. And you know, it tells you instructions and all that good stuff. But make sure you have your torque wrench, because that's very important. It says, please take the time to make the installation in 3 steps. First, hand tighten the bolt. Second, torque the bolt half of the torque in a crisscross pattern. Finally, torque the bolts to their final value of 110 foot-pounds. That's on the front. And you do that when you bolt the wheel spacers on there, and then you do that to bolt the wheel on there. The rear, a little different, but same 3-step process. You know, you sit there, you click there, and it pops up. But the rear is only 90 pounds. See if I can find it on here. (13/16) socket for the rear. The front's different. Next on here's somewhere. There's the leaf. Yep, there's the torque. Same thing, 3 steps. First, hand tighten, torque to half, crisscross star pattern, and finally torque 90 foot-pounds for the rear. And don't forget, if you get a bar or something like that, when you tighten the wheel spacers on there, but make sure it's wooden or something, you put the nuts on there so you don't mess up the threads on the bolts, nuts. Then finally, you add Loctite. Well, actually you add Loctite before you put it on there, but if you know what Loctite is, you already know that. You put some on the threads of the bolt. Where you tighten that down, it says use the blue. I got this at Walmart for like $4. And I already got a garage, so you know I got all the other tools. I got my, well, it's in the package right now. I got my torque wrench. I got my cat. I got my wife. She's also my secretary. She's over there. I don't know what she's doing. Playing a game probably. But I got the instructions on my laptop. I'm ready to go. First step, I guess, is pretty simple. I'll take it off and then I'll fire up the next video with me putting it on there and torquing that, and I'll probably have my wife to hold the camera and all that good stuff. Wish I had software editing. Hey, if anybody knows any free software editing out there, please let me know, because I was going to buy one that you can use forever, but now they got monthly subscriptions now, not back in the old days. But that's about like everything. And it's a windy day, but it's a pretty day up here at Cook Brothers Garage. And by the way, my brother, he's in bed. He didn't have a good night. He was up all night. So another reason I'm not having one constant video, because I gotta go up there and check on him and check on my mom every once in a while, make sure they're all right. But until I see you next time, which our next video, which we'll be putting on that on there. And there's Pinky and the brain. I'll see you shortly. Yeah, here we are with the front end. The tire took off, the rim, and as you see, they thread into it. So it basically bolts. And here we are. Get your torque wrench and then Loctite in the piece, and you stick. That's an old broom handle. There you go. Hold that for me. Oh, like the directions say, I put half of 110, so I got it set on 55 foot-pounds. You could use this, but that'd be over tight. You don't want that bolt to break, and then you'll just could break something else like an axle. Getting it on your knife is optional. Alright. Get that off there. Way too much. Just a little drop of it. Unless you like me, put too much on there and get some on your pants. Don't forget some more time. There we go. Wrench. Make sure it lines up. And grab you another bolt. And across her back. Grab your other two bolts. I think you got like 10 to 15 minutes working with the thread locker before you had to clean it off and put more thread locker on. I think it takes 4 to 6 hours kind of cure, then I think 24 for full cure, but make sure you look on the package. And tighten step 1 in a crisscross pattern. Boy, it's a shame anything might be under here hidden. It's gonna get dirty. They are for purity. Good machine work. Or no, I used to be a machinist. Probably done on the CNC, but yet still pretty good. Alright, get your torque wrench. Get your stick. Buy digitals at Go Beep or whatever. That's torque. notice I'm clicking it once. That's because it's not important, because it's not the final torque. That you click it twice. There you go, set to 55. Now the final torque on the front is 110. Screw the lock on the bottom. Screw this up. There. And 110. Lock your bottom. And repeat the process of what you did. Yeah, a lot more torque. Alright, next torque. That much torque. These 110s are a lot tougher. Get to 55, but of course, like anything, you want to do it right, you gotta have the right tools and the right stuff. Alright, well, there you go. Alright, so that's torque on there. All the spec and everything. All you gotta do now is take these lug nuts off, put your wheel on there, do the same torque sequence. Then you got your front wheels done. The rear, same thing, except you got an extra bolt and an extra lug nut, and it's 90 foot-pounds. Final torque. So the front and back's kind of same, easy. I'm gonna go ahead and put the chain on the back tire when it's off. Front tire's already got chain on it. And then the next video would be me putting that plate on the bottom. Be a little plate underneath there. Take that one off, put a new one. So that's gonna be on the next video. I'm Brain, and there's Pinky, Cook Brothers Garage. We'll talk to you later. And here we are, I'm back at Cook Brothers Garage. See, I got that on there. Can't really tell, but as you can see, it's spaced a lot further out. And I found a nifty trick on that stick. Just lay the stick on the ground and then torque it with the torque wrench. Instead of what I was doing on front, just stick the wrench like that and let it turn the ground. Because you ain't going to pick a tractor up, and it makes it a lot easier torquing it, especially on the front, which is 110. And the back is 90. And as you can see, the other video, there's plenty of room now. So I can even stick the timber in here. See? You see the chain, when it was on there before, it was right up against it, it kept hitting that bolt and it wouldn't turn no more. And I got that plate on there. A skid plate. It says take off the one from the factory around the transmission filter, but I'm like, I'd rather have two just in case, because if you lose that transmission filter or you bust, you lose your transmission fluid, you pretty much toast the whole transmission. And it's the hydraulics and everything for these tractors, the hydrostatic. So I'm going to modify it because it's a little tight, probably cut about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch off the factory one, and then that should fix that. But right now it's a little tight, but as to be. And I think they did a little bit different on the guard on the filter on this transmission than the older ones, because the older ones is just like a little bitty one that you remove. This one goes all the way across. It also could be different model, like not the TBL, but just the regular. So this is the TBL version. So it's built a little tougher. You see, this is the factory one. And right now I got it on there, but you see it's touching right there. Just barely. And that bolt hole is right there. Must be there. This is factory one. They said remove it all together, but what I'm probably going to do is tomorrow take it, plasma cut, like just the angle off of it. That way I can tighten that, pull that up there. So that way you'll have that and that to protect it. Now, you might be wondering, well, how are you going to get that oil filter out of there? Well, there's a little door there for the PTO. I might sit there and be able to wiggle it out of there, but if not, I can always loosen these tools right here, and that whole thing will swing down. And it's only got 2 bolts in the back that I got to tighten up. So, I mean, for a little extra peace of mind, especially what I do, and all these rocks and all this, that would be a little bit more peace of mind, because I'm always worried about sticks or something coming in the side or whatever. But also it protects that fan up in there. See that plastic fan? That cools your hydrostatic transmission. The only thing different if I made it, I make it a little bit longer where it just go right around it and then up. But then again, you might have problems if you have your factory mowing deck on here. But I mean, he said take that piece off, but in the directions, but I kind of like it. Extra peace of mind for me. See, you get all these damn rocks, stuff, and you always digging this clay, mud, and these rocks. And another thing he sells is thumbs. I got that thumb from Massey Ferguson. It come, I think it was $500-600. Only reason I wanted that one, I could put hydraulic on it eventually. Run a couple extra lines. But as you see, it bolts onto those 2 bolts. You just pull them 2 out, put that plate in there, tighten it up, and see, it protects your transmission from busting as well, which really didn't have much protection. You know, it's all bare. And then there's the drain. So I mean, you could technically do everything you want, and on these things it's every 100 hours before you got to change the transmission, which is a hydraulic fluid, and, you know, engine oil and all that good stuff. You do it all at one time every 100 hours. I like, for a little bit extra hassle, for the extra safety, what I do, it'd be alright with me. And tomorrow I'll make another video after I cut that out and everything, and then I'll post all these in a row and I'll number them. That way y'all know where to start and finish for it. And there's Pinky. She's already wanting to run away, and it's not even 4 o'clock. But I got other things I got to attend to before it gets dark. So I'm going to put this away today and finish it up tomorrow. And this has been the Brain from Cook Brothers Garage. And there's Pinky trying to run away. Say bye, Pinky.
Bye.
Cook Brothers Garage, day 2 on the tractor modifications. As you see, I got the chains on there, all that good stuff I already got yesterday. And I'm going to plasma cut that much of it off. So you got a little start there, grounded, so that would fit underneath that other plate. I got Pinky here, and I'm the Brain, and she's going to film me plasma cutting that, and the kitty will run away when the sparks start to fly. Yes, it will, cat.
I got it right? Yeah.
Huh?
I said I got it right, Donna. Or do I have to turn it the other way?
You got to turn it the other way.
Sorry.
Why are you pointing at yourself for?
I don't know.
You got to look at the picture. Safety first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Too hot to wear other stuff. Come around this side. Let the machine cool off a little bit. You know what I did first? I took that piece off and climbed down to the other piece. Made me a template out of cardboard. Then I put it in the 2 holes there. You can see I marked the black line. Then I made a template for the other side and marked the black line. And then that way I know where to make that line at. And I marked it and lined everything up. Only thing I gotta do after I do this is grind it down, clean it up, paint it, mold it up there. But don't forget, you got to test fit it as well. Let the machine cool a little bit. It's kind of thick for that little machine, but it does good. I think you can handle up to a ½ inch, but I really don't want to press it to ½ inch. I'd be here all day barely moving. And as you can see, all you gotta do is grind on it a little bit, clean it up. Then once it cools, check, make sure it fits. And then you bolt it all together. And then this project will be done. The next video will be the payoff. You get to look how it looks in there and drive the tractor around a little bit, see how all that stuff works. This is Cook Brothers Garage. I'm the brain. And there's Pinky. I don't know about her camera work. I'll have to look at it later. Probably sucks. She's pointing at herself trying to show me. Oh, did you get burned? Oh, poor Pinky got burned. Oh. Alright, until next time, we're out of here. Welcome back, Cook Brothers Garage. As you see, we're upside down because I'm laying underneath the tractor. Ooh. Don't forget Loctite. It's got lock washers, but I Loctite anyway. It says torque it down to 90 foot-pounds in 3 steps, but couldn't get my wrench in there, so I just tighten as tight as I can get it. It should be close enough. I hate to do it, but if you can't get your torque wrench in there, you can't. And I don't have the adapter thing and stuff that can do it properly, so. And that other one in the front is just snug. And don't forget to tighten up those, which is the original oil filter skid plate. As you see, I modified it and I painted it black, kind of match. And as right there is the oil filter. See, I think you'd be able to get into it. take that piece out. But tighten those, Loctite. I think those are like 35 foot-pounds. I ain't too sure. But there's the drain screw, and as you can see, it's got dirt on it. So I do a lot of digging and stuff, and you know, you see there's some scratches on that stuff. So now it's all nice and protected. This is what it looks like under the tractor. See, painted it. There's that little place I was telling you about. You take it, reach up in there. It's also to your mid PTO plate. And then just snug those up. Another good thing, you get up underneath here. Been doing it all day. But see how nice those are? Up underneath there, and you get all that room for chains. It also makes it easier to drive. And we just had to look at stuff upside down. See all that dirt and stuff? No. And I like it because right there's the front drive shaft. And right there's the grease fit, and it's made fit perfectly. And see, here's that. And now you got plenty of room between the tire and that bolt that was sticking out, if I can find it. There it is. Then on the front, see, plenty of room. My wife just knocked something down in the garage. Let's see, that fits in there good. It gives plenty of room for that chain around that tire too. But we'll get out from under here and we'll fire it up. Drive around and see how it works. And there she is, knocking stuff down. There's Pinky, driving me crazy, knocking stuff down. What are you doing, Pinky? You're supposed to be helping me with the camera work. Oh, really? Well, I caught you. Well, you're caught. You're caught red-handed. Now, time to start the tractor up. Got the glue plugs. Kind of hard to see. About 10 seconds longer if it's cold. as you can tell, it's doing really good. Only thing better would be tracks, or mat tracks, but I don't got that kind of mud. As you can see on the front, right there in the front, the steering. Let's start getting it out further. It will touch. Down here, you got plenty of room. See, we dug that out. We got more to do. Got a lot of cleanup work to do. Digs in quite nice. Stuff in the way. I don't gotta worry about them. Run them right over. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't have no problem with that skew plate. Some logs I've hauled out of the woods with this phone. That's why I need extra traction in it. Get a lot of wood out, sticks, rocks. Pretty good size tree. Got them all pulled up here, all with this tractor. Without the chains. Well, that's all for today from Cook Brothers Garage. We'll see you next time.